on their fabric, and it can stay permanent. This is called tailor's chalk, okay? It's chalky kind of wax, it's chalky kind of chalk rather than wax, so it comes off. It's harder than chalkboard wax, but it will come off, okay? The other stuff will not. The other stuff will be permanent on your fabric. So we need to figure out where our line is going here to be able to top stitch. And what you're going to use as your guide is actually your seam. So start from the inside. Start from the wrong side. Lay this flat, okay? Like this. Stick a bunch of pins through this stitch. Just as if you were checking, like when you stitch a dart, okay? And this is how you're going to transfer that mark onto the right side, okay? So you put a couple little dots, your chalk mark, okay? Just your pins through it. Remember, left goes over right, so the left side should be folded on center back, that vent opening. Okay. And actually, I don't like this. It's too far down. I don't know why they do this. But you can make this line first. But I don't like, it's too deep of a V shape. So at the end, this is at the seam. So at the end, I'm going to bring it up 1/4 of an inch. Okay? And I'm going to attach the mark where my center back seam is to that 1/4 of an inch.
That's why did you do that?
Because I don't like this shape. It is a little bit, this vent, I don't like the shape of the vent at all in the pattern. It's not quite right, but it kind of goes down a little bit too much, okay? So what I'm just doing is I'm bringing it up here a little bit to make it a little bit straighter, okay? That's all I did in changing that mark. But you need to get it from the seam first. That was on the inside. With this flat, I'm going to put a couple of pins here. Ah, I still have my pins underneath here. I knew I felt some bulk.
So we can raise it a little bit up, right?
Yes, I brought it up 1/4 of an inch at the end there. So it wasn't so, you see how that really diagonal down? I didn't like that in the seam. And now we're going to top stitch this. So we're right on the top side of the fabric. You're going to start right at the seam. The needle is going to go down into the seam. So position it so the needle goes down right into the fabric. I'm not going to back tack this because you don't want to see that lumpy thread there. Okay, so you're going to have to pull the thread through. And all I'm going to do is stitch right on that line. Right till you feel the end of the fabric. You'll feel where the thickness stops. And, oh, I was ready to back tack. It's on the right side. Can't do that. So in the habit of doing that. Okay, leave a long thread. Okay, that's our stitch. Now to get these threads through to the other side, if you pull at the thread on the other side, which is the bobbin thread, you'll see that little loop, and there it goes. Okay, now I've brought, that thread just disappeared. I brought it to the right side, to the inside I should say. If you can't find it, put it through the head of a needle and put the needle with the thread through. Okay, but have a long enough thread so you can do your tailor's knot here. And you do the same thing for the other one. You pull the thread, you see the little loop. There it is. No, that was the stitch. There's the loop. And if you can't, oh, there it is, there it is. Okay. So now you have your 2 threads. Don't tie it like this. Okay, where you take the 2 threads and you go like that. It's not strong enough. Take both threads, wrap them around your fingers, get the loop, get the tail, put the tail through the loop, and if you pull on the loop, you'll get that X of thread to go down right by where you want it to be at the edge of your fabric, and then pull and clip, okay? That's your back. Your front is done, because all you had to do were darts. We're going to put the side seams together next week. We're going to put the waistband on, okay? We've got hooks and eyes that we're going to put on the